Hey, welcome to a brand new video. My name's Lewis Spears, or if you read the comments under my most recent uploads, due to the hair and the beard, my name's actually Logan Paul. I'm also getting a lot of comments saying I look like Linus Tech Tips. I disagree. I think I look more like Linus Meth Tips.
Oh, g'day guys. Welcome to Linus Meth Tips. I'm trying to sell all this fucking tech because I need a bit of a meth hit. Check eBay.
I'm locked in my house for 2 weeks because I moved to Tasmania. Now, if you thought my life couldn't get any worse, I also decided to have a watch of the new Addison Rae film on Netflix, which is just chock full of TikTok stars and a Kardashian. Now, if you heard that and thought, gee, that sounds amazing, you have brain worms. It's terrible. This video is sponsored by me. Come see me on tour, lewspears.com. I've got Gold Coast and Brisbane dates coming up very soon and a bunch more dates in November as well. Here are all of the dates and the tickets are there. I'd love to see you at the shows. It's gonna be great. The new movie is called Hes All That, and it's a gender-swapped remake of a classic 90s film, She's All That. And that's really how low the film industry is stooping, is that they're just ripping off fan fiction ideas they probably found on Tumblr and putting it on Netflix. But this is famous TikTok star Addison Rae's acting debut.
It's Addison Rae.
And let me tell you, she is a masterful actor. She really lent into her role. So in real life, she's a social media famous TikTok star who makes heaps of money out of brand deals. But in this film, she's a social media famous TikTok star who makes heaps of money out of brand deals. She's literally playing herself and somehow she does it poorly. But not as poorly as this film's attempt to entertain us. This movie is absolutely horrendous. It's based in high school, which I only realized about halfway into the film because every single person in this movie looks about 35. Look at this guy. He's supposed to be Addison Rae's high school lover. He looks older than Stifler did in American Pie. Look, even though this guy's supposed to be the villain of the story, I sympathize a lot with him because he is described as completely gorgeous with 500,000 followers. I mean, if you're making a film about me, you could have reached out, guys. But the major pet peeve I have with this film is how much sponsored content is in there. Like, if you think about this, everyone pays for Netflix, right? We pay a monthly subscription, and the pitch was no ads. But they have started sneakily inserting sponsored content into their streaming service shows and not telling us about it. So you'll get scenes like this.
Can I get some KFC to go? Yeah.
Free Pizza Hut is what we Never touch my bones.
No one says my bows, all right? No one, fuck, that one made me mad. I almost put my fist through the TV. No one looks at their headphones that aren't Beats and says the brand name. Oh, what's a shitty brand name? Oh, don't touch my Raycons. Just kidding. I'm sure they're great. Please sponsor me. I mean, this film is so packed full of sponsored content, it's disgusting. It completely ruins all of the immersion of the film. It's so ham-fisted, it doesn't even seem natural. And quite frankly, I'm disgusted. This joke cost me $47. Okay, we just stopped filming and I had 2 of the burgers that were in that bag and now I feel terrible. So I don't know how the rest of this video is gonna go, but strap yourselves in because it might end with a heart attack. If you thought the movie couldn't get any more unrealistic, every single character in this movie has a strange name. The main character's name is Paget and they call her Padge. I wouldn't call her at all. I don't want to say that name. It's ugly.
Good morning, guys. It's me, Paget head to toe here.
There's another girl called Alden.
I'm Alden. Birthday girl?
Alden? Alden? How do you say that? Alden? I don't like it. I don't want to be your friend. The little sister's name is Bryn.
Bryn. Hi, guys.
B-R-I-N. Get rid of the R and put that name in the bin. It sucks. And for some reason, sorry, I'm getting angry now. I think it was the 2 burgers. For some reason, they've got Kourtney Kardashian in the film as Addison Rae's character's big boss who takes away all the brand deals. And it's so fucking clear that they filmed her shots in like 2 minutes. Like they have her on one part of the balcony at the very start of the film, and then at the climax of the film, they just have her in a different part of the balcony. They obviously just rented an Airbnb and they were like, Kourtney, do you have 10 minutes? We'll give you 10 mil. And she's like, oh, fine. As long as I don't have to act well, I'll do it. I don't think they should have made her a social media star because I don't know about you, but whenever I see like montages of comments and live streams and likes picking up any way that a director tries to integrate social media into a film just feels like really cheesy and fake and like a boomer just decided to invent how they think teenagers talk.
Oh man, you spilled my watermelon. It was the last one. Now all they have is mango. I hate mango. It's a terrible flavor.
just keep pretending that social media was never invented in your films, all right? There's no such thing as a cell phone. There's no such thing as Facebook. Leave it out of your movie. It doesn't work. One cool thing about the film is the original lead actor of the movie that this is remaking, She's All That, is actually playing Addison Rae's mother. And she's a nurse, and for some reason, Addison Rae's character is ashamed of her mother for being a nurse.
A toddler with a watch battery stuck in her nose.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe she's some kind of alt-right influencer, you know? Like, oh, my mum's making up coronavirus and doing TikTok dances instead of saving lives. It's all a rort. Most of the film is set in the high school, and can I just say, without sounding too much like Marcus Dibble, all the kids are hot. There's not a single ugly person in this film, and I've never seen a high school that is full of that many 25-year-olds that are that hot, you know? It's really weird, the way that they communicate that we're in a high school. Like, every now and then we're just reminded by a high school like event, but as soon as that event is over, we forget due to the actual age of all of the actors. Like, there's a high school prom, and that's great until you see the beards that some of these men are rocking.
You're still mad about that?
There was a birthday party where everyone dressed up like they were from The Great Gatsby.
Oh, photo booth? Seriously?
Come on, I want to see your duck face.
Finally, there was a pool party, which for a film that is supposed to be about 16-year-olds, had a lot of gratuitous ass and titty shots that probably weren't necessary.
Oh, wow, it's a pool party.
It's like, do you want these to be children or do you want them to be sexy adults? You can't have both. This film is like such an attempt by Netflix to just bait the massive TikTok audience. They have so many different cameos from lots and lots of different TikTok stars, which means this film is going to age poorly. I mean, I was watching it cringing. You watch it in 1 year, all of these cameos, you're going to look at them and go, who? I mean, I was watching it going, who? But then I Googled them and I saw, well, at least they've got a Colgate brand deal going on. A year from now, fuck, they're going to be on OnlyFans. It's going to be over. Another attempt at hooking in the TikTok crowd was a really ham-fisted attempt at including a same-sex couple. That is literally just one scene where they decide to go on a date verbally. There's no physical contact at all. They're not even really seen together in the film at all. It's just like some weird chucked in dialogue segment of the film that I wouldn't be surprised was just added as an afterthought when they wrapped everything else. They're like, oh shit, we forgot to have gay bitches in the film. All right, final day, let's rerun this. Now, a big plot point of this film is Addison Rae's character losing all of her brand deals and plummeting in relevancy because she embarrasses herself on a live stream. Now she does everything she can to get her brand deals back because she needs the money to pay for college. Now, if this were a truly realistic film about a social media influencer who needs money, she would immediately pivot into taking pussy pictures for OnlyFans. Unfortunately for me, a big fan of Addison Rae, that does not happen in this film. Also, the whole film is about giving a makeover to a really ugly guy, but the guy they chose at the start of the film is not ugly at all. He just has long hair. Literally, the only thing that changes from the guy being ugly to, oh my god, he's hot, is a haircut. That's the only thing that changes. I mean, they styled the hair a little bit, but to be honest, he looks like a bit of a school shooter, even more so than I do when I do my hair like that. I reckon he should go back to the long hair. Much sexier. I do like the ugly guy, or the guy who's supposed to be ugly, because he's a bit of a misfit, you know? And the way that they decide to show him not fitting in is that he just really critiques a lot of the things that the other students are doing. Like, he's really against all of the consumerism, and he criticizes their social media behavior and their obsession with fame. He even goes on to criticize the ruling classes, which is a great way not to fit in the world of capitalism America.
It's a Great Gatsby thing.
Yeah, she does realize that those parties in the book represent the shallowness of the ruling class, right?
Sadly, that is the appeal.
I reckon they could have gone further and made him a full-on anarcho-communist terrorist. That would be really great. Like, if halfway through the film, he just shows up at the high school with Joe Biden's head just screaming about healthcare. That would be great. Overall, there's just like no character development at all. Like, people start doing one thing and then they immediately, for no reason, switch into doing something that's very out of character for them. It's not really explained at all, and this hour and a half film felt like it was 20 minutes because it was so unbelievable that the people in the film were going from this stage to that stage so quickly with like no provocation at all. Like, the ugly guy went to a hot guy despite looking exactly the same, and he went from hating everyone to being a guy who fits in, who can also fight like a ninja, despite that not ever being explained in the film at all. He just pulls out these ninja fighting skills out of nowhere. Addison Rae goes from a vapid social media influencer to a vapid social media influencer at the end of the film. She literally just plays herself the entire time, and somehow it's not believable. There's just so many unnecessarily sexy scenes. Like, these kids are supposed to be like 16, 17. There's a sexy car wash scene where people are pouring soap suds all over their titties. Like, how old do you want these kids to be? Because if you want them to be their actual age, I would revise the script, because that looks fucking creepy. But after all of that, if you really thought that the film couldn't get any worse, the climax of this film is everyone getting together and doing a giant dance number to a fucking Macklemore song. I wanted to throw the TV in the ocean. I mean, at this point, this film needs to be burned alive. So I hope you have enjoyed sharing my pain as I watched this film with my little review. I watched it so you don't have to. Leave a like if you liked this video. If you liked the film, go away, I don't want you here. And subscribe, I've got a bunch more videos coming out very soon. I'm all set up here. We're gonna upgrade this little setup very soon. We've got a green screen on the way. It's just been very difficult because we've moved states to be able to do all of this stuff. So stay tuned, I've got another video coming in a couple of days. That's very important, something I care about. And yeah, I'll see you guys in Brisbane, lewisspears.com for your tickets, and Gold Coast as well. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm Lewis Spears, thank you for watching this. Do not watch this. Bye.
Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt.